Alright, so in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys through part 14 on the back side of your 32 part files or part drawings that you have to create. And this is again the more difficult side, and part 14 really has some things on there that we're going to some new features that you're going to create, and one of those features really is called a fillet, and you'll be doing this through some other parts as well, but I'm just going to use 14 as the example as you go through. So just like before you start any drawing, make sure you look at your sheet there and figure out what the overall height, length, and depth of that particular part is. And then you can go ahead and open up Inventor. We're going to go ahead and start a new part file. So again, standard IPT. We're going to create that. And I'm going to create a 2D sketch now. And I'm going to use the Z plane, I believe it is down here. It's the flat plane. So I'm going to select that one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this, look at it from the top view. That's why I selected that particular plane. And we're going to just draw the base of this part to get started. So I'm going to click on my rectangle tool. I'm going to go to my origin, my XY00. I'm going to select that point, and I'm going to go ahead and type in 3 for my overall length, and for my depth is 1 inch. I'll finish that off, and I'm going to click on my home button so we can see that. So we got 3 by 1, and I'm going to extrude that up at 0.5. And you can see how we just have the base of this started. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you guys is what's called the fillet command. I'm going to have you click on the fillet command. And basically what this is, it creates a roundover or a rounding off radius around a particular edge. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have this radius set to 0.5. And so I can just type that radius in there, and I'm going to select the edge that I want to make the radius or place that radius. So again, I just select the edges. You'll get like a red selection line, and I'm just going to select that. I'm going to go all the way around. If you look at your part, you see how there is that 1/2 inch radius all the way around there. So we have something that looks like this. And once I have that selected, I can get out of that fillet tool. And the next thing I'm going to do is create a new 2D sketch. I'm going to create it on the top of this. And I'm going to select my circle tool. The nice thing with this particular, with part 14, it actually gives me a center point, which I'm going to use to make that stack, that like little smokestack looking thing that comes out of the top there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, that cylinder that pops out, and that is at 1 inch. So I'm going to make a circle that's 1 inch, and then I'm going to make a second circle that is 0.5. And I'm going to click on Finish Sketch, and I'm going to extrude this up at a height of 1 inch. Alright, so that gets extruded up 1 inch. Click OK. Okay. And then the next thing, I want to create another 2D sketch on the top face here. And I am going to use my circle tool again. And there's multiple ways to do this. I'm just going to use my circle tool. Nice thing again, I get this little dot here. It gives me a guideline from when I created that 1/2 inch radius. And I'm going to use that because that is basically the center there. And these are going to be at 0.5. So I'm going to create one circle that's 0.5. I'm going to use my line tool. I'm going to space these circles out from the center, their center points out. So from the center point, they come out 1 inch from center to center. Circle tool. Again, 1/2 inch, 0.5. And then all I need to do is I'm going to select my line tool, and I'm just going to go from that tangent point at the end of that circle and lock those in. So just have a tangent line that goes across, and press Escape. Now some of these, I'm going to actually select these. I have my selection cursor now. And I'm just going to delete some of these dimensions and some of these lines. Get rid of these. And I'm going to trim some of the circle out here because I don't need that. And I'm left with that. Okay. So I'm going to finish my sketch now. I'm going to click on Extrude, Cut. We're going to cut through at 0.5. I'll cut that section down. Make sure you're going in the right direction. Alright, so if it's flipped, just change your directions. Alright, and click OK. I'm going to click my home button so you can see this. And there you go. Part 14 is basically completed. The only thing I need to do is color this. Alright, so we're going to make that blue. Alright, and just make sure you save it. Save it into your 1 through 20 part folder there. And this is part 14. And that's it. Alright. Again, ask your instructor if you have any questions, or refer to a classmate if you have any questions. Good luck.